Hey there, finance enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have an intriguing topic to discuss: the mistakes made by none other than the legendary Warren Buffett in his illustrious business career. We'll delve into some lesser-known aspects of his journey, so stick around to uncover some valuable lessons. But first, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's get started. Buffett's first mistake was selling his stake in Disney too soon. In 1966, Buffett bought 5% of Disney for $4 million after meeting with its founder, Walt Disney. He was impressed by Disney's vision and creativity and saw the company's potential. However, he sold his shares for $6 million a year later, making a 50% profit. That may sound like a good deal, but if he had held on to his shares until today, they would be worth over $200 billion. That's right, billion with a B. Buffett later regretted his decision and said he was too impatient and focused on short-term gains. He said he should have recognized the enduring value of Disney's brand and its ability to create timeless content. He learned from this mistake and became more willing to hold on to great businesses for the long term. Our second stop on this journey is the late 1990s, when the dot-com bubble was inflating. Warren Buffett famously avoided investing in tech stocks during this period. While it's true that he steered clear of some disastrous investments, his aversion to tech also caused him to miss out on some incredible opportunities. So it's clear that sometimes even the Oracle of Omaha can miss the mark.
Times rides now, and Walt came in and he said, "Would you like to have lunch with me?" And he couldn't have been nicer. It was a great experience.
The management today, would he be proud of Bob Iger?
Bob Iger is a home run hitter. I mean, he is really, really good, and he's a great guy on top of that. No,
Well, why don't you own the stock now?
well, I made a terrible mistake.
Buffett's second mistake was not buying Google or Amazon when he had the chance. Buffett is known for being a conservative investor who prefers to invest in businesses he understands and has a competitive advantage. He's avoided investing in technology companies because he thinks they're too risky and unpredictable. However, this has caused him to miss out on some of the biggest winners of the internet era. Two of them are Google and Amazon, two companies Buffett has praised for their innovation and leadership. Buffett had the opportunity to invest in Google in 2004 when it went public at $85 per share. He also had the opportunity to invest in Amazon in 1997 when it went public at $18 per share. He passed on both occasions because he thought they were too expensive and complicated. Today, Google is worth over $2,800 per share and Amazon is over $3,300 per share. If Buffett had invested $10 million in each company at their IPOs, he would have made over $800 million from Google and over $1.8 billion from Amazon. Buffett admitted that he was wrong about these companies and underestimated their growth potential and moats. He said that he should have been more open-minded and more curious about new technologies.
I've made lots of mistakes, Dave. That's part of the game. I mean, there is no way in the investment business. Somebody says to you they never made a mistake, check them out.
Now, let's talk about the IBM investment. In 2011, Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway made a sizable investment in IBM, thinking it was a value play. However, the tech landscape was changing rapidly, and IBM struggled to keep up with the competition. This investment didn't pan out as expected, and Berkshire Hathaway eventually sold most of its IBM shares at a loss. It's a stark reminder that even the most seasoned investors can make errors in judgment. The third mistake that Buffett made was buying Kraft Heinz. In 2015, Buffett partnered with 3G Capital, a Brazilian private equity firm, to merge Kraft Foods and Heinz, two iconic American food brands. Buffett invested $10 billion in the deal and became the new company's largest shareholder, Kraft Heinz. He believed the merger would create synergies and efficiencies, and that 3G Capital could cut costs and improve margins. However, things did not go as planned. Kraft Heinz faced multiple challenges, such as changing consumer preferences, increased competition, regulatory issues, accounting scandals, and debt problems. The company's sales declined, its profits plummeted, its stock price crashed, and its dividend was slashed. In 2019, Buffett wrote down his investment by $3 billion and acknowledged that he overpaid for Kraft Heinz. He said that he made a mistake by not anticipating the industry changes and trusting 3G Capital's management style. He learned from this mistake and became more cautious about partnering with private equity firms and paying high acquisition premiums. Moving on to the energy sector, Warren Buffett made a notable blunder with his investment in the energy company Kinder Morgan. He invested billions, only to see the stock plummet shortly after. This happened because he underestimated the impact of the energy market's dynamics. It demonstrates that even the best investors can't predict every market shift accurately. The fourth mistake that Buffett made was not selling Wells Fargo sooner. Wells Fargo is one of the largest banks in the US and one of Buffett's favorite investments. He started buying Wells Fargo in 1989 and built a massive stake of over 10% of the company. He liked Wells Fargo for its strong brand, loyal customer base, and consistent profitability. However, in 2016, Wells Fargo was hit by a major scandal that revealed that the bank had opened millions of fake accounts and charged customers for unwanted services. The scandal damaged Wells Fargo's reputation, triggered lawsuits, fines, investigations, and regulatory actions, and forced the bank to replace its CEO and board members. Despite the scandal, Buffett remained loyal to Wells Fargo and defended its culture and leadership. He didn't sell any of his shares until 2020, when he reduced his stake by more than half. He said he was too slow to react to the problems at Wells Fargo and should have sold his shares earlier. He learned from this mistake and became more vigilant about monitoring the ethical standards and governance practices of the companies he invests in. The fifth mistake that Buffett made was not buying more Apple. Apple is one of the world's most valuable and influential companies and one of Buffett's best investments. He started buying Apple in 2016 after being convinced by one of his deputies, Ted Weschler. He liked Apple for its loyal customers, innovative products, and cash-generating power. He gradually increased his stake in Apple until it became his largest holding, worth over $120 billion. However, Buffett admitted that he could have bought more Apple at lower prices if he'd been more aggressive and confident. He said he missed some opportunities to buy more Apple shares when they were undervalued or dipped due to market fluctuations. He also said that he sold some of his Apple shares in 2020 to reduce his concentration risk, but he regretted it later when Apple's stock price soared to new highs. He learned from this mistake and became more appreciative of Apple's competitive advantage and growth potential. Now, let's rewind to 1993, when Berkshire Hathaway acquired Dexter Shoe Company. This seemed like a good move then, but it eventually turned out to be a costly mistake. Dexter Shoe faced tough times, and the investment didn't deliver the expected returns. Buffett himself admitted that it was his worst deal ever. This teaches us that even a genius like Buffett has had his share of bad decisions. So these are some of the biggest mistakes that Warren Buffett has made in his business career. As you can see, even the greatest investor is not immune to errors and regrets. But what makes Buffett different from others is that he's willing to admit his mistakes, learn from them, and improve himself. He's also humble enough to acknowledge his limitations and seek advice from others. He once said, "It's good to learn from your mistakes. It's better to learn from other people's mistakes." That's why we should pay attention to Buffett's mistakes and avoid repeating them. By doing so, we can become better investors and business people ourselves. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more finance-related content. Also, let us know in the comments what you think about Buffett's mistakes and what you've learned from them. Until next time, stay financially savvy and remember that even legends have their off days. Take care and see you soon.